the questions start, I think I'll answer one that I think I've seen in everyone's eyes. How does this thing work? Basically, the unit's always working. As you can see right here, we have a basic microphone right there. And this I've already taken the liberty of custom fitting. There's cellophane that was used over it, so it doesn't touch an actual ear. So basically a microphone, a speaker that goes into the ear. And what happens is this is constantly playing back audio. When I hold down this button, it replays the 5 most recent seconds of audio that have just passed by. So it's a conference, presentation, even a movie you're watching in theaters. You can instantly play back something that you can't be repeated. So if I talk very quickly, maybe my voice being repeated. Back there. The light's just there to let you know it's working. Okay, maybe pass that back around. Anyone else can put that in? There you go, sir. That's also the mold material from West1 Laboratories, a company that's already established designing materials specifically for hearing aid fittings. So it's already FDA approved.
The prototype, I don't know if I would show that. Not that there's anything wrong with it functionally and working, that would be definitely working. You want to show the technology working, but I think you want to show what the final product's going to look like. And I know that's probably not done yet, and it doesn't have to be functional, a little bit of a page of Steve Jobs to show sex, show how slick it's moved on the ear, all that kind of stuff. Even if it's just a plastic mold, kind of shined up. I saw each one of these guys kind of look at it, but is this what we're going to get?
No, that's definitely not the final product. We've already experimented with getting nicer production runs, but it would take in too much lead time to get proper circuit boards.
Sometimes it's open here.
But actual circuit boards have already been fabbed that are about the size of a nickel, so it does get much cheaper.
Sounds good. On your burn chart, you said, I wrote that numbers really quickly. It looked like you had 50% of your burn in G&A. It looked like 630 grand raised, greater than 20 of it was in admin and cost of day, and it just seemed way out of whack. I don't know why it was I don't know, but I kind of picked up on that. And one of the things that struck me as well is there was a lot, it feels like a really interesting market, but it wasn't clear how you were going to get it. At some point, some sales guys are going to have to carry a bag and go knock around the doors. What's their expectation? How they're going to work? How you're actually, lots of really good stuff. But you see how you're going to go from, to get 5 sales, and 50 sales, and 100 sales, and 500 sales. So that's
it was neat to see some graphs with financials in them. I applaud you for that, but I think you picked the wrong measurables and cash flow and EBIT. But I would have loved to see a revenue graph so I could at least sort of in my mind figure out what your revenue is going to be 5 years out. So that's what I would put in future presentations, is focus more on what the revenue and how many companies will do. Neat market, but still it's going to be crowd space.
I like the alternate distribution channels to what the majors are doing in the industry. I think that you have to go around the audiologists for you guys to get another shot. So I commend you on Molly was looking at the actual product that was surprised, but you think a bunch of airports or stadiums that you get arrested right away with that thing.
That's what we can build in local through our prototype.
So it's cool. It's very intriguing you give us the product, but in my mind I was kind of like, what the hell is this thing? So yeah, like the director said, is having something like just a diagram would probably be just as fine. I know it's nice to have that physical product. I see the diagram up there actually, but it's nice to have the physical product. The diagram. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I don't know, just
Building moving by hand, I guess, says it's somehow
it's not working like we'll probably halfway down the panel, but all I get is a scratchy with it. Anyways, that's all I can say.
Common sense tells me that you're in a demographically very strong market. I would like to have seen a few numbers on the baby boom moving into hearing impaired, hence giving demand for your product. You're going to reach that market in an unconventional way, and yet you gave me no evidence that your way has a better chance of working than is the norm in the industry, which is to go through the audiologists. And presumably that works because the audiologists give credibility to the product. You're going to do this differently. Tell me why it should work.
We did more research, market research, which is not shown here, that a portion of the population that don't need hearing aid, majority of a big portion of them, like 30% of them, do not buy one because of financial reasons.
Okay.
So then we're thinking the audiologists, they get a markup. They charge, they get the hearing aids from the supplier, and they mark it up, and then they can sell it. So they're like a distribution channel. We're bypassing that, so we're going to reduce that cost, and then that's how we're keeping our costs low and trying to attract consumers.
Okay. Any other comments? Gentleman in the middle, the CEO. You probably didn't realize that you went from one hand in pocket to two hands in pockets to leaning against the podium. None of those positions as a presenter inspires me with huge confidence. You may want to be a little bit more sensitive about body language. Your slides were pretty complex in places. I think it's really important that you don't confuse a massive need with a viable market. I want to see more evidence from you that you're in a viable market with a very inexpensive version of something that generally costs thousands and thousands of dollars.
So, unlike the two previous presentations that sort of outlined sort of the new opportunity, for me, this struck me like this means problems that are around for a long time and there's been solutions for a long time. In other words, it's a mature market with huge incumbent competitors that you're up and proven, incumbents. And you're differentiating based on price or based on this replay thing. It really resonates with me. I can't help but think that if there was a huge demand for a low-priced product, that it would be available. I don't know that there's sort of some technical breakthrough that come up that enables you to produce, a hearing aid at a price that a Siemens isn't capable of doing. So that sort of unfortunately, made me kind of skeptical about the whole viability of this. And other than that, I think, and generally speaking, when you present a business plan, what you're really doing is trying to tell a credible story. And yours has the same challenge, I think, as sort of prevailing problem that the previous two did, is you've got to sort of be able to talk about the game plan. What's the execution strategy? How can you credibly say how the next 12 months are going to play out, right? And that's, beyond sort of all of the distinct elements that a good business plan and presentation need to have, which I think most of everyone's hit on so far, being able to sort of tie together into a story that you can get an investor to really believe in and get excited about is really what sort of glues it all together, right? And that was really missing, I thought. And also echo the point about there really being way too much detail. I mean, you've got a slide full of numbers and you only spend 5 seconds on it. I mean, it's really kind of useless, right? You got to just look at the big point.